Hey, good morning, family. So, Reginald Martin here of Kemetic Center Living, where ancient wisdom becomes modern awakening. So, I wanted to talk today about manifesting, okay, and the science of it. And I want to really get into some nuances of the science of manifesting, because the ancients were really teaching us that we are in a simulation, okay? And I've said this before, that we are in a simulation, and the illusion that we have, or they said that life is an illusion, but the illusion is that we have no power over the simulation. And I apologize if it's a little windy. I'm walking into some wind. So, but the deal is that we are here as souls to learn that we have power over the simulation, that we can create the things that we want in our life through the science of the mind, really, okay? And using our mind, our imagination, and our will to create the life that we want, all right? The idea that thoughts become things. So one person in the comments had said that they felt like, they wanted to create their life. They wanted to create, a business and get into business for themselves. And they wanted to just do things that were different from the life that they have now, is basically what they were saying. But they felt like when they see something or see something in their imagination, that to even consider that thing in their imagination is being delusional, because the circumstances that they have does not reflect what's in their imagination or what the life that they want to live. And what I explained to them was that what you call delusional is actually a belief that is creating a block for you, because that's what you are seeing in your imagination and calling delusional is exactly what you want to do if you want to change the circumstances. Because if you don't see it in your imagination first, then there's no way to access that experience, okay? There's no way to actualize it or manifest it into your world, all right? So when you are looking or feeling that way, you're setting up a negative vibration based on your beliefs, all right? But the biggest thing is to understand that when you are tapping into your imagination, you are peering into possibilities, okay? And there is millions of possibilities, and they're all gonna be organized based on your vibrational essence. Your vibrational essence is what's going to be reflected back to you, okay? This is the principle of Ma'at, taking it back to the ancient wisdom, the principle of Ma'at and reciprocity. What you put out is what you get back. But if you continue to see the life, or you continue to focus on your circumstances as your reality, okay, then you can't change your circumstances. And I just think back, just giving an example, I can just think back when I was an athlete. I used to play basketball years ago, and it was pretty good. Point guard. At 6'3", I was one of the little guys, believe it or not. But I played on some pretty good teams, and there are times that we might be getting beat, and then we'll be like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. Now, if we folded and just said, okay, man, we're getting beat, there's no way we can change it, then we couldn't use our will to change our circumstances. And a lot of times we had to do that, okay? That I remember one game in particular, this is in high school, that we were down like 27 points, in like the second quarter. I mean, this team, we had already beat this team once before, and they were a pretty good team too. But man, they came and they was putting a whooping on us. So, I mean, boy, we were down 27 points in, midway through the second quarter. And, and all of us was like, wait a minute. So, I mean, everything they were shooting was going in. I mean, man, they was just hitting, but they were kicking our behinds. And we said, nah, this day, we might not win this game, but we will be damned if we're going to lose it by 20-something points. And family, just little by little, we asserted our will, and we ended up coming back and beating them, okay? Because we were just like, nah, we're not going to go down like this. But if we had less circumstances dictate our thoughts and our beliefs about our ability to pull that game out, we would have given up, And family, if you are getting caught up in your current circumstances, that's exactly what you're doing, is you're giving up. You don't think you can win the game, okay? You don't think you can win at life. You don't think you can create that business. You don't think that you can, have that love that you want. All of those things, if you're just getting caught in the circumstances, the current reflection, and you think your imagination is delusional, it's a block. You can't manifest it into your life, okay? So that's the first thing to understand, okay? That when you peer into your imagination, the other part of that is that emotions equal vibration, okay? Our feelings and emotions equal the vibration. So you literally have to feel that aspect of yourself, or that to realize that manifestation into your reality. You have to feel what it's like. And if in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, this is delusional, family, you can't connect with it. You're creating your own block, okay? So be aware of that. It takes a shift in your belief system in order to really understand the power of this knowledge and information. I was so happy to hear one young lady in the comments was talking about, that she said, man, she was out of gas basically, and trying to get home before she could run out of gas. She had no money, no food at home, but she just basically, just started thinking about manifesting what she needed and focused on what she needed. And she said a few minutes later, $50 came to her Cash App, and she had no idea where it came from or who it was, okay? So and it just came out of the blue. And she was just like so elated. And family, I got stories like that too, where I just thought that everything, my circumstances were dire, and I was caught up in the circumstances. But my intention was I wanted the problem to be solved. And finally, when I just said, there's nothing else I can do, all of a sudden something happened. All of a sudden, the solution that I needed appeared. And I'm not making it up. I won't go into detail here because I don't want to get this too long. But I remember receiving a check in the mail that I still to this day have no idea where that check came from. Okay, this was years ago. This was back in the 80s. I still have no idea where that check came from. Okay, and it enabled me to pay off my bills and things that I needed to do, and I was in dire circumstances. All right. The idea of being delusional, and I'm going to give you guys an analogy to understand when you think you're being delusional, what it is doing metaphysically. This is the science of it. So if you believe you're being delusional, then it is like looking in the mirror and expecting the reflection to smile. Okay? In other words, you're standing in the mirror and you're saying to yourself, I'm just going to wait for the reflection to smile. When it smiles, then I know everything is okay. Family, we know that's backwards. We know that there's no way the reflection is going to smile before you do. okay? You have to smile from within, okay? You have to make that change, and then the reflection is going to reflect it, okay? When you believe you're being delusional, what you're saying is, I'm waiting for that mirror to smile. I'm waiting for that reflection in the mirror to smile. Or I'm waiting for life to change, and then I'll be happy, okay? On some level like that. That's what's happening. The change has to come within first, and then out there changes. All right. Every time there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If it's not within you first, it doesn't happen out there. All right, family. That's the thing to understand. So be delusional. Realistic will keep you broke. Trust me, brother knows about that. But yeah, and really being realistic is code word for limitation. Stay in your limitations. Stay in your lane, you know? So when we were down 27 points, the realistic thing was, hey man, pack it in, just get the game over with. But we was like, no, we got too much pride for that. You know, we're not gonna let this happen. All right, family. So that's what I want to help you understand, is just the science behind it, family. So there's just nuances here. And it is really about staying focused on what you want. That's not thinking positive. That's being positive. There's a little bit of a difference. You got to stay focused on what you want. And I really get into details about this stuff in my Kemetic physics course. But man, it is some powerful, powerful knowledge, again, that I know, family. I've used it both ways for that have affected me positively and that have affected me negatively, okay? Couldn't get out of my own way, all right? So that's where it's at, family. So don't wait for the reflection to smile, okay? Stop that. You got to create it from within, you know, so that's just the laws of manifestation. It's got to come from within you first before it's reflected out there. All right, family. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'm going to go ahead and continue on my walk, and y'all have an amazing day, okay? Reginald Martin, out.